We're live. Guys, hear me? Welcome. Hello, the 45th Clown and Danda's Junk. Welcome. Thank you guys for being patient with us. But we're here now, so.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi. This is my friend Raul. This is the person that I've been talking about, that I've been working on this project with. And we did all these other weird projects together. Here, I threw them up from the last weird dress we did together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
One of many, honestly. As you guys have seen, Felicia is very talented. She's kind of my go-to person. I don't think there's, and I brag about this all the time, I don't think there's ever been anything I've approached you with that you said, I can't do that. You're just like,
Yet.
You always do like, yeah, yet. But I feel like I've given you really challenging things. So at this point, I don't feel like there's anything I could, I mean, maybe it'll come up, but I don't know. Maybe you're a person who likes a challenge, because you usually go, let me think about that. And then you're like, and then it's like a few seconds. You're like, yeah, okay, I think I have some ideas. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Right now I'm working on putting my portfolio back together. I'm like, they're all your projects.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. And some beautiful wedding dresses.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to go through this. I'm working on it, but it's just funny how many of the projects that I'm done that I think I like the more visually interesting ones. So more of your stuff ends up in my portfolio than other stuff's.
Well, yeah, thank you. But you're also, I think, quite a visionary. I mean, you made a couple pieces that were really rad. So.
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to make weird things.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe someday you'll be able to make a weird conceptual wedding dress for a future bride of mine. And that would be, I have no idea what that would be like, but...
Right? The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time I think there's something weird with the wedding dress, like, there's still a million other ways you can go about it. And it's 50 Shades of White.
50 Shades of
And
White.
it doesn't even have to be white.
Right. That's what I wasn't even thinking it would be white.
Yeah.
Hot pink or something. I don't know. Have to ask the bride whenever it comes to that point.
Right. Okay, so we have people here. We have Michael Snout. Hello.
Hey, Snow.
Can hear? Great. Good. Okay, I was worried about that because we're sharing a microphone.
They can hear us?
Yep.
Great. I have kind of a loud voice.
Good. Me too. I can project. I used to coach.
Yeah.
So this is what I have so far. I wanted to kind of show you.
Yep, looking great.
The cage, which is the base that everything's going to go on. And I have more of these ribs to add so that we can tack things to it.
Oh yeah, and you already got a little ox on here.
Yeah, he's my test subject.
Yeah.
And then between these two layers, I'm going to put this layer, which is really crunchy.
Oh yeah.
So that you can't see any of these bumps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I figured this layer we can draw on where you want to put all the stuff, so we can lay it down and we can put the little village and kind of map it out. So this would be like the map. And then after it's all done, it'll be on the inside and nobody will see it.
Got it.
Nobody's going to see any of this, but...
Behind the scenes.
Yes.
On the scene.
Yes. It's a cone and it holds its shape.
It looks great.
But there's still shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very unique cone. I don't know. It's like the end of it, it's like a shoe, the end of a shoe or something.
Yeah, the shoulders.
Yeah.
So between the two pins,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I wanted to put a double welted, not a pocket, but where your hands stick out.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah.
So nobody's going to see this underneath. This will be closed. Hands can get stuck out. That's why there's a large gap between these two areas.
I see. Cool.
So the hands can come out and they can be in the gloves.
This is really fun. I might just wear this around town after we do the shoot, you know.
It will be comfortable enough too.
Yeah. That's so cool.
It's like a real garment versus like the cardboard boxes,
right,
or,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's it can be worn, more than once.
Yeah.
Okay, should we get started? Oh, I see you have a few others too.
Oh yeah, no, these were my little, like, I was just seeing, let's see if I can pin him on.
Yeah.
And then also like cars and such, because we're going to.
Totally. I think those cars might be the right size. Let me see.
Yeah. I like the little cars where you can see the engines.
Okay.
So
Here, you can put the box in the middle, and we can pull it up.
Do that. So
Ooh, sorry, I just saw.
trees. Yeah. And I don't know if they're too big. Oh, let's go for some. So, okay, I think I do have
I don't hate the scale of it.
Oh, okay, so like here's a small
Oh, that's a
one.
tiny tree.
Yeah, so I mean we could do both. But I don't hate the scale of that either.
Yeah. Maybe more towards the base and the smaller ones towards the top.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, there's more tiny trees.
Okay. I think how I would probably approach these. Where is it? Pull off a piece.
More tiny trees.
This is the boning that we got for all the ribbing.
Oh yeah.
So I probably like the little X's underneath it. So I'll poke a hole
Yeah.
and then probably hot glue these in little X's or stitch them down, you know,
Okay. Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah.
So you won't even see it. And then this would act as an anchor point for all of these little trees
Got it. Yeah.
so that they can not.
That's so clever. I would not have not thought of that because I don't even know about that stuff. All right.
Gravity. It's a thing.
It is a
We're
thing.
constantly fighting it.
It's very annoying.
Ooh, I like this. Is this going to go?
I think that's too big.
I think you're right. It is too big.
I'm wondering about.
If this is
scale.
a tree, this is not the. This would be a full-size fence.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
But if this was
Like
the
the
size of
fence.
the trees,
Then it makes more sense.
what about a hemline? No.
Maybe, yeah, I think that.
Yeah, no, this is too big.
Like if it was half that size, or even maybe a third.
Right?
So this is good because we can figure out what
Scale things need to
scale
be.
things need to be.
You don't know it until you have it in your hand and you're
Yeah.
comparing it, and you're like, this feels right, this does not.
So this is the wrong color of a house, but I have more. Probably, yeah, that's probably also a little too big, and I'll have to paint that.
Yeah.
But those are, we're getting there. This is all furniture.
Oh, there we go. This is the right size.
Yeah.
Fences.
Yeah. That's the right size.
These little tiny fences are the right
Yeah, I
size.
think that might be like scale H. Oh, there's some stop signs and things.
Oh yeah, it came out of the model train kit.
Yeah. What size? Scale.
Is this from
scale
that
G.
one video?
Yeah, the
What was it?
Saints video.
Yeah, the Saints.
If you ever feel alone, I think it's the video.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm like, I can picture it, I remember it, but
Yeah.
that's what I keep imagining this dress as if she had stepped out of that.
Yes.
And it turned into a dress.
That's such a good idea, yeah, because her head was poking out.
Yeah, and
So,
it was
yeah,
the
yeah.
little miniature world.
Yeah.
But yes, that I think scale G or around there. I think we could probably mix the scales a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think that's the problem.
Definitely smaller scale towards the top and a little bit larger scale
think-
towards the
I
bottom
think you're
because
right, yeah.
we can play with the cone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a look in.
Okay. We got a lot of comments. Let me catch up on some of these. Hello, Schultz Division. Dan does John finally remembered to brew some coffee so I can drink with y'all's. Cheers. Michael Schnell, lunchtime here, having a sandwich. It's crazy because like we're California,
All right.
so we're the last. Like
We're the-
when it's early morning, majority of the world is like, yeah,
Right. Unless you get some Hawaiians watching, I guess. Then.
yeah.
Yeah.
45th Clown, question, what are the commissions used for? Magazines, films, fun, etc.? So what is this thing going to be used for?
This is, I would say, an art piece. Most of what we do ends up just really being an art piece. And art pieces can become portfolio work that can then lead to commissions. So, which is what happened when I started shooting. And then people were like, we want music videos that look like that. So,
Yeah.
this is almost, but I mean, even though I didn't think of that music video, it's a little bit of a kind of in and out of that.
You definitely have a style.
Yeah.
You have a style and it repeats in different places.
It does,
And
yeah.
this is giving me that vibes.
Yeah. So, and even that artist, when I first started doing this color photography, that was the first artist to ask me to do it in a music video, not that one.
Yeah.
And then, so now I've done several music videos, and we did one with her head sticking out of a
train set.
train
or
set,
miniature
And now
world.
it's coming back out into another photo. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a little bit better, a little different, and
Totally.
high fashion, and I love it.
I agree, yeah. High fashion is always the most fun.
Yeah, that's what I went to school for, was fashion design and merchandising marketing. I have a weird name on my degree,
Right.
on my diploma, but it's because of stuff like this that I get all excited about.
Yeah, you should get your doctorate in fashion, so you could be Dr. Felicia.
Right? Well, I did apply to the college, so.
There you go. You're almost there.
So I'm almost there. Oh, and I just found out yesterday, the May the 4th event that I was getting ready for, that I made this Princess Leia costume behind the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a workshop there. So I am
fun.
going to be a special guest doing a workshop, and we are going to be making Jedi robes out of painter's tarps and hot glue.
Where's that?
Rancho Cordova.
Oh, sweet.
I can link the thing in the I can actually put a link in this thing because they gave me
They
a
gave
little
you
flyer.
ways to do that? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
QR code flyers and
Link
stuff.
the thing in the thing.
Link the thing in the thing, yeah. Eventually, after the stream, not right now, because.
You have people commenting that are in the area.
Yeah, Danda's Junk is going to be there
Oh, cool.
because Odin is the one who was going to do it. That's why I was going to go visit him, and he was going to make a lightsaber boffers.
Oh, cool.
So out of PVC pipe and foam and tape
Yeah.
And so when they needed a cosplay person, they're like, "Hey, Felicia, do you think you could do a workshop?
Yeah.
What would you do a workshop on?" I'm like, "Well, it's May the 4th, so let's do Jedi robes."
Totally. Yeah. I think that's smart. Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that because it's playing. It's like the Princess Leia costume. That one, sorry, you don't, I'm pointing over there. Those bags over there are the Princess Leia Endor costumes. I made those out of painter's tarps and those bags hanging up.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't know, but that's what that is. I'm like, I made the...
Yeah, so you guys don't know this, but Felicia's just pointing at a random pile of stuff. But now that she's...
It makes
pointed
more
out,
sense.
I see where she's saying...
There's organization.
It's
To the chaos.
You know where things are.
Yeah, it's a bit
your
madness.
Place, yeah, but it is funny how there's just like, even with Odin, there's just like piles, and he knows where everything is.
No, he doesn't. Not anymore. He used to.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It needs it needs a spring tidy up because
Got
we're
it.
to the point of, is it in storage? Is it here?
I see.
But we're really good at playing I Spy.
That's good.
Like, I Spy with my little eye. Where's that? Because everything on his back wall has a place, and if it's not there, it throws everybody off.
Well, yeah.
But
yeah.
going to cons, all that stuff goes to the cons back and forth.
Oh,
And so it's con season.
Yeah.
So it's like,
This is getting...
it's up in the air where nothing's where
Yeah.
it needs to be. And I keep everything in this thing, so I have most of my stuff.
Oh, I see. Well, that's good.
Yeah. But
So I was gonna say, I think this truck might be the right scale size too.
I was
Even if
imagining
it's a
that.
little bigger. It might be a little too big. I have others that are smaller.
Right? Is it like, can it park next to this
No,
gate?
Yeah. This would work with that fence.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's believable.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep the smaller stuff towards the top and as we get bigger towards the bottom.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he'd probably be mid.
And the people probably are the right size scale for this too.
Yeah, those little
Which,
tiny
yeah,
people.
Yeah, which I'm not seeing them. So,
They're not in.
No, I will plan them.
Oh, that is the adorable teeny tiny ornament.
Oh yeah, was that in there? All furniture.
How tall are these telephone poles? I remember these. Oh, geez.
Telephone poles. Yeah, we need those.
Yes.
Oh yeah, those are great.
I remember these. Dylan ended up doing all the wiring for that shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are awesome. And then when we're talking about making roads, I was thinking like a gray, even though a road would be black, I was thinking a gray might show up a little better. Probably a material or something that could go on that, right?
There's lots of materials. Yeah, you can do
okay.
felt.
Yeah. Whatever
You
you
can
think.
do the same kind of fabric. You can do. I have black. I just have leftover stuff. I'm trying to think of what's in my scrap
sure.
bins, but
That might be, and that might be one of the first things to kind of start with. But I mean, I would
Yeah.
after we figure out what we have. The telephone poles are clutch though.
Yeah.
I really like them.
I feel like that sells it.
It's and especially they look good on the edges. I mean, we can have them on the outside as well. But yeah, what you just did on the shoulder, as many of those as possible probably. And how you're gonna mount those, I have no idea.
Well, this I probably would do along the ribs and stabbing them through,
Okay.
and then having to make little anchors. Part of me was also thinking of using a hot needle and stabbing it just underneath it through my ribs.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Because I have all these ribs to stab through.
Oh,
Like he is being held on by one needle.
she thinks of everything.
I threw him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I stabbed it through his little foot, poor
Got
guy.
it.
But yeah.
All right.
I think he's in the right. No, he's
He's a little big, but
a little
close.
small for an elephant.
Yeah. But again, I'm not too worried if the scale is kind of fun if it's a little like bigger
Yeah.
and smaller in spots. I think that's fine. I think all the people will probably be the same size. And then that's not a house we're gonna use. I have another bin I think that must have
Has houses.
Yeah. It's got houses and cars, and then I'll have the people as well. What are those?
These look like little cobblestones.
Oh, they're like walkways or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
something.
Maybe they might go in front of the houses.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Let's see.
What am I crunching? Sign.
More cobblestones, more
Little fences.
more fences. Yep,
There we go. That one's a
good one.
good little fence.
There's I mean, this is probably more like a patio fence, but we could use it as normal. Oh no, it has the tall. Never mind. Oh, here's some people. They're not already. I have some that are painted, but this is about the right size.
Yeah,
So you guys can see that.
little miniatures.
Yeah. So I have some that are pre-painted because this would be hard to paint.
If Micro Machines were still around, those would probably work. I remember Micro Machines.
Micro Machines. They were so smooth. I think they were like as big as a quarter, right, or smaller.
I don't know because I was littler,
Oh, you don't know.
so it feels like they were huge. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. The way these people are posing are kind of funny. I like this guy. It's like a cop. He's directing traffic.
Yeah. He has a hat.
He has a hat, but the others are like, why are they waving? I guess they could be waving to each other.
Yeah, they're friendly people.
Yeah, these two could be waving to each other.
Yeah.
That guy's.
He's saying top of the morning to you because he has his hat in his hand.
Yeah. Well, I do like these people waving to each other. And this guy's going to work. Yeah, this is great. I mean, I guess painting them, they're already peach, which is, I'm guessing, intentional, so you don't have to paint their skin. And then we would just
So you
paint
could just
every
add their
house.
clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, again, I don't know if that's even necessary. These are a little bit better than the ones I have. And they have a base to them, too, which...
That's adorable.
If
I
you
wonder
paint
if we
green-
could use like a pin back so that they're pins so you can put the people around.
Yeah.
Like they're just,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
like a brooch. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to break one off without breaking it, hopefully. No, I can't.
Scissors.
Let's try scissors. Without like breaking their feet off there, I don't think I can do it.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Don't worry, those are paper scissors.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna fly away. Oh, okay.
Toxic Toad is here. Hello, did I miss anything? No, we're just trying to figure out where things are going to go on this weird little world. I love it now that we have people.
Yeah, and
They're this scale, so they have to be people scale.
people scale. It's a big tree. Yeah.
This is about the right scale
I think
tree.
that's the right.
I think this tree is too big, but I do like the idea of having a
This
giant.
seems right. Yeah. No, I agree. That might work.
We do have a lot of these little ones now, so I don't know that.
I don't think we need these ones as much as...
Probably not.
But still keeping the bigger little ones bottom and the smaller little ones.
I agree.
Yeah.
Those, I remember when I got, they're very expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't think so, but...
Well, they get used in like tabletop games and train sets and miniature. Yeah.
Yeah. But this looks good. And seeing how small it is now, I definitely can see, I have a box of maybe 2 boxes of 50 people. I feel like we could probably use them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Populate this.
The whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably get about 50 pin backs, so you could just glue them to the pin backs.
Okay.
So that then they can be just...
Sure, yeah.
Because, yeah.
Whether you want to use these ones or not, I guess we could figure out, I'm guessing modeling paint, maybe, or, I don't know. I
nail polish, worst case scenario.
Yeah, nail polish. And
then you could get really cool colors.
I use a lot of block colors anyway, so it'll probably just be 1 or 2 colors anyhow, except for maybe their hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Fun problems.
Yes.
Here, he can go in the truck.
They can go together. Okay.
Yeah.
We're watching a movie. Okay, so that's the fun stuff in there.
Deadfall.
What is it?
It just says deadfall.
And deadfall. Good.
Yes, and it's a thing of branches, but...
Yeah, I don't know. We'll need that. Oh, more people.
Oh, look at that fancy car.
I'm a people person. Oh, I thought I saw one of these cars. Yeah, okay, this is great because it's a color that things might be pink. So it's dusty. Yeah, I think...
So the roads need to be at least this wide.
Yeah, for sure. They do. At least that wide. And then I think, though, I have...
What about that wide? As wide as this?
I think so, yeah. I think that I have cars that are lighter than this one. This one's kind of heavy.
Yeah, because these are the metal, nice... Yeah.
The train scale ones I have are, I think, lighter and smaller. Trees.
Lots of trees.
Yeah.
But it's variety.
Yeah.
So it's not all the same tree.
Yep.
I like this one. It's very topiary.
Let's see what's in this. This is just like a house that never got put together. Like this little wind, what do you call it?
Oh, wind vane or no? Weather vane. Weather vane. One-way roads, traffic jams.
Yeah. It would be great if there was a little like car accident with a little cotton that's smoke, and a little fire going.
And the one that's waving, it's because he's angry.
The cop is like directing someone around it, and
so it's a little. The more you look, the more weird it is.
Yeah, you're like, oh, those two got into a car accident, and they could be like, one guy could be yelling at the other, and the other one's like sad.
Now that's gonna be fun.
A little drama going on there. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's definitely another box of stuff and more people. And I think we use what we got for the most part. I might order a few other things.
Yeah, we need more tiny houses, and that would be in the other box.
I think that's in the other box, yeah. And we need more cars. That's in the other box. And people. I think those are the things. We have enough trees. How many power lines? We have a lot of power lines, right?
There was a box, and I pulled it out, and then I lost it.
Okay.
Just sitting here.
It's there.
Right there. Oh, there we go. I'm like, I was sitting still and lost it.
It's bright orange.
Yes.
There's a lot of those.
Well, they're big.
Oh,
These
those
ones
are big.
huge.
No, we want small ones.
There's some tiny ones, so.
Okay. So we might need more of those. That's a good amount.
It's
Maybe
enough to
more.
at least do a power grid.
Yeah, I think those work with the trees.
Oh, look at these ones have bases. The backing so that they can.
You need them, yeah, use them. It's funny, I was just about to give all this stuff away to a guy who has like train sets. He's like, oh, do you want all my miniatures? and then he declined. So, yeah, and then I'm like, oh, I'm glad you did, because actually I need all that stuff.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Steven, the guy who we met roller skating the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a trained guy, so.
Nice. Okay. Is the video freezing up on me? Mine too? Uh-oh. Oh, well, is it me? Did I knock things? It's still streaming. But it looks like... Yeah.
It's frozen for some people.
Yeah.
It was.
Let me see. It is frozen for them. Error, YouTube receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. Okay. It's just buffering. I don't know how this is going to look in the end.
Okay.
It looks like it's kind of moving.
I see it, yeah. It's just a bit choppy.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Looks like it's moving out. This is what everyone else is seeing?
This is what everyone else is saying.
Oh, I see.
This is what we're...
Yeah, it's choppy.
What's recording. Yeah, no, that is super choppy.
Yeah. Sorry, I wonder if they can hear us.
Right? They can't right now, I don't think so. And I don't know how this is going to look in the... See, it's still going live, but it's very choppy. I wonder... I have no idea.
Okay. That's the internet for you.
Yeah. I'll plug that in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the things. I never do these things.
Okay, that's what they're saying too. So it's still choppy. I know. I'm figuring these things out.
Yeah.
Like normal.
Does that happen often?
No. No, but I do run into technical issues, and it's live, and sometimes I have no idea why my microphone doesn't work, and I have to figure it out, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like it's just... The audio seems fine on their end, just video feeds having issues. Okay, well.
If we don't move our bodies, no one will know.
Right? You're ventriloquist.
So I guess I was gonna bring up the concept drawing so I could see where I plotted out the roads. Oh, you have it?
I put it right there.
Perfect. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
And if they can hear our sound and it was just choppy, at least they can look at that for a moment.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm thinking of doing now is actually adding, and this would be on Jody, not you. I'm gonna maybe have a little scene in her hair as well.
Yeah,
so that'll be fun.
Funny. I was talking to Jody and she's like, I want to do the hair. Please don't tell me when this is done that you used a white afro.
No, we're not gonna do that.
I want to make it out of cotton.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm thinking a little scene in the clouds would be fun with either birds,
airplanes, and things like that. Maybe there could be some lightning and rain.
Yeah.
Things like that. So.
You had mentioned doing the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that handbag that I have.
Yeah. It's almost perfect.
Except for it's a lemon.
It's a lemon, but it looks like half a sun.
Yeah.
Like if the sun was to do what the moon did. Looking at this, I'm liking that the road almost looks like a sash, you know?
Yeah, like it's twirling around.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking maybe I do like that there's not too many roads, but I might kind of come back with so if that was to go there, I would come here, and another one there, but I do think 2 is good. I feel like if it's just one, I'm torn whether it should look like because if it is just one, it's definitely going to look like a sash, which is not bad, but
we can actually draw on this if we wanted to, because this won't be seen.
Sure.
Yeah, let me take this one off. This is just my pattern that I made, drawing everything out. It's the same size as everything else. I just have to lay it down.
So yeah,
And then here you can.
I don't want to draw it just yet though. Even
Not
on
till
the
you know.
practice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Pencil then.
Thanks. I'm actually. Do you have a piece of material I could just drape on it?
Yes.
That might also be good. Or even this measuring tape. Is that okay? Can I grab it?
Yeah, go for it. Throw that in over there. Audio's okay. We'll just have to strike a pose every so often.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder if I have some ribbon. Let me look in that box right there.
There you go.
Because then we'll go. Strike a pose. Shh, don't tell. Okay. I have...
It's okay if you can't find it. Oh, you did find it.
Yeah, I have several.
Got it.
So, but this one's kind of the narrower, but it's big, long enough that you can wrap it. And see.
Sure. All right. I think, yeah, if one comes like this, almost like a sash, right? And then one maybe comes around like this and toward the bottom. What's good is when you put things, when we have things on the edges, putting things on the edge of what we're going to see is going to be really nice. But yeah, now that we got this little car accident thing going, I'm stoked on that. So I want to make sure that'll be prominent, probably right there.
Yeah.
Or up here. There we go.
And here are pins. So wherever the road starts, it can start where you don't see it.
Sure, yeah.
And then you want it to...
Well, let's, I think because this will come this way, yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know, I'm just...
Yeah, I was just seeing how you were.
You can stab directly into it.
Yeah, alright.
The dress forms foam. This is all meant to be stabbed into in general.
So tell me what you think if it's like kind of like that to begin with, right? And it should wrap around a bit.
Here.
There you go. And then this next one.
You can start lower or higher.
Start lower and kind of not like my drawing. I think my drawing they were a little bit more parallel. But I think maybe we would like this.
Will they converge and this is where they crash?
They could. No, though. They would. I want to see the accident prominent, so I think it's either here or here. It's
Okay.
like someone was saying a one-way street, so which almost happened to me yesterday. Someone was going down the wrong way on a one-way street.
That's the worst. It's
Yeah.
scary when you find yourself on the wrong way of the one-way street and you're like, oh shoot.
Yeah, which I've done. But
It's
yeah.
Sacramento. It happens to everyone who
Yeah.
goes downtown at least once.
I think this person knew they were going the wrong way. It was behind a building.
Oh, okay.
They were doing like a shortcut. So, yeah, I'm like, what do you think? So this would go up, but we might see it, we might not.
Yeah.
But I think they could cross there. But basically, I'm thinking that's, and we would have a house here, house there, maybe a house here, probably like 3 or 4 houses.
Yeah.
Maybe another one on the shoulder. Lots of trees, lots of people. Maybe not lots of trees, but healthy amount. The people I think I really want to build those up, and car accident, a car, maybe a car off the road near a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need at least 6 cars.
6 cars, I think. Probably 3 or 4 houses. Telephone poles, probably some running along the road. Probably along the road will look best. I think the telephone poles, but we could still put some up on the shoulders.
Could do a shoulder piece of telephone roll.
Yeah.
And bring it in.
Yeah. For sure.
Or connect all the houses.
What do you think of the road, though? Do you think that works okay?
Yeah.
Aesthetically?
We gotta make it a little bit bigger, like wider.
Oh, sure, yeah, but
So-
just the placement of
yeah.
it, you're okay with that?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Only one intersection.
Yeah, I don't think they need to cross too much. I don't want to create an X pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. It needs to orbit and flow, so
Yeah.
I'm peeking what it looks like on camera because I find what I'm looking at isn't always the same. And when I pull up a camera, I see my mistakes. It's like when you print out your essay, then
That's
you
smart.
find all your stuff.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it now.
I step back a little bit.
That's why I'm not completely sold on it.
Oh, the video's back and looks good. Okay. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. I can't control the internet.
Or can she?
It has to go to space first and then get to you guys.
So I'm looking at it now. I'm not completely sold on that. I'm wondering if it should be off the shoulder more or not. But then you were saying where are those pockets gonna be?
They are at the princess lines right here.
Princess lines, got it. Okay, so the road might need to go higher or something.
It can go right across it. It's
okay.
like, yeah, there's no big deal.
Okay.
I'm going to make the pockets next. I wanted to draw this out. Figure out if there was going to be any additional ribs that I needed to add so that I can anchor things to.
Got it, yeah.
And now that I know kind of where everything's going to be, I
Yeah.
can put them all together and then we can put it on top.
Okay.
So the roads, we have to figure out what materials we're going to make them out of.
Right. Yeah, you said felt, whatever. I trust you, whatever you think is going to go to the material and stay sort of flushed against it, you know?
Yeah, I think felt would be a good one.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good to me.
And we can also give a little wiggle in the road if we don't want to keep it a straight line.
Yeah, I think it could definitely wiggle a little bit. Yeah.
But I like the orbits.
Yeah.
And then, here, let me just kind of...
And we're not planning on seeing her back, but I think we should plan to wrap it a little bit, just in case she does turn one way or another.
Yeah. I'm just going to mark where the pocket's going to be.
Sure.
So there'll be little rectangles right here.
Got it. So cool.
So that's kind of an idea. Oh, it's a strawberry pen.
Of course it is. Strawberries.
But the pockets will be on both sides.
Okay.
We're never going to see this, though.
Yeah.
But pockets, arms can come out of there.
Okay.
It's fine if the road crosses it because it'll just...
Oh, we need
Cut
more
into it.
animals. So
Cows.
cows and a cat and like little animals would be good. So an elephant might not be bad to put it somewhere. I like this guy.
Back of a truck.
Yeah. He could be pulling like a wagon or something. I don't know. But I like him. If you're willing to part with him, or I can get
Yeah, no,
another
I'm
one.
fine. I have a bunch of these hiding all over my house that I have no idea where they're at. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think these are a little big for cows.
Those are too big for cows. Yeah, that's why I like the scale of the elephant. Even though he's probably a little too small, actually, but it is.
It could be a baby elephant.
It could be a baby elephant. Yeah, or a miniature elephant. That's probably a thing too.
Yeah. For the circus.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I'll try to get some more cars and maybe like bicycles. I should make a list.
Yes.
Forgive me for taking out my phone.
No worries.
Making a list. Okay.
Yeah. Need cars. We have some tiny people. You need your painted tiny people.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a
And
list of finding and ordering. So, finding people, houses, and cars.
Where the Sidewalk Ends. Yes, it's giving me Where the Sidewalk Ends
I
vibes.
love that book.
Yeah.
I hit the speech to text button on accident, so everything you were saying was typing out. I was like, what's happening?
Oh, funny story. My friend and I were in the car, and I was getting the voice to text for instructions of where I was going. And she pulled out of my purse a sugar daddy candy, and she yelled sugar daddy when I was looking for it. And then all of a sudden, the directions were going to sugar daddies. And I'm like, is that even a place?
Like, who is this taking me to?
And so whenever we're voice to text, we yell sugar daddy.
Okay, finding people, houses, cars, ordering animals.
Pinbacks.
Pinbacks?
Pinbacks.
I think I know what those are, but I might need your help just so I order the right thing. Pinbacks.
Yeah, for all the people, so people are just pinned.
Okay. Yeah. That's like literally the little like, it's like a thing you like squeeze.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the whole little pin.
It'll have the whole thing.
Yeah, it'll have the stabby and the.
Right. Yeah. And you just
Not just the backs,
right.
because you can order just the backs for like Disneyland pins and stuff.
Oh, you
but,
can?
Yeah.
But you need the whole thing.
I need the whole thing so we can glue the people to them so then they can go everywhere.
Okay. Let's see. We might have enough power lines. I'll look for power lines.
Because it doesn't hurt, because it's kind of a cool feature. It's going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah. I think wiring, it's going to have to... Like, it's going to need wire versus
Like
having...
out there, or no?
Yeah, versus the string.
Yeah. Doesn't droop.
Because I feel like the string might work, but the wire probably would be...
I think the wire is better.
Yeah.
There's something about... I mean, it doesn't look right, but I like it still. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And
The strings I don't hate, but... I don't know.
Okay. That's all I can think of right now. And most of these I do
You need to
have.
find tiny houses.
Yeah. And just in case I do need to order them, I guess I'll write down the scale. We're looking at scale G or H, I think. G or H.
Oh, a small pond somewhere.
Oh, that's cute.
That
Yeah.
could be cool. Use that fabric right there.
Small pond, yeah, that would be nice. And then you could put a little duck in there and little lilies or something, and someone fishing, little boat. Great idea, internet. Who said that?
Danda's junk.
Good job.
Who can say where the road goes? Goes around in circles.
Yeah. Fishing guy.
Yes.
Boat.
How about adding a small stream or river? That was Michael Schnell.
Yeah, something that might work too. That would be nice looking. That like touch of blue on the green is really pretty. In the pond, you know what would be funny in the pond is if there was a guy fishing and a little shark, just the fin sticking out. Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be one of those Where's Waldo's at the end of
Yeah.
it. You know, like you just, the more you look at it.
Yeah. Like, okay, find the people with the accident. Find
The little guy getting
Shark.
chased down by a shark.
Yeah, chased by a shark.
Well, so you could take this guy who has his hand up and cut off like at the thing, so it looks like he's doing the breaststroke.
Just swimming away from the shark. We'll have to figure out. I'll make a list. It's actually really fun to have little stories going.
Add a UFO in the sky in her hair.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I don't know if everyone was here when I was saying her hair is like right now it's a big cloud, so I was thinking of adding birds and lightning and rain and planes and.
What about LED lights, lightning?
Oh, as it's going, that's pretty cool.
For the because
Yeah.
you can easily hide LEDs in everything now,
Oh, easily.
and they can be controlled by your phone.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
so it goes shh
You
with
know,
the rain.
and usually I try to do motion, and so that we have a little bit of something. And I think this is a good one for that. The only thing is, we could probably animate it. I would love to have like the cars moving too, but we'll probably do that in post.
Yeah, I don't think magnets would be strong enough.
No, yeah. Okay, cool. Well.
Yeah, fun problems though.
Okay, cool. I think. Is there anything else we can do today, Alicia?
No, this is kind of what we needed to do, is get an idea of where everything is going to get mapped
Right.
out
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how much of an anchor do I really need. And
Yeah.
having this giant house that's too big and putting it there, I'm like, oh, we'll be fine. This would totally like anchor to this.
Yeah, but then we won't. It'll be half that size.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what I plan on doing is probably gluing it to a piece of fabric and then stitching the fabric around the edges
That's smart.
to the thing.
Yeah.
So then it's
Sure.
But-
Oh, you know what? I would like to see a guy mowing the lawn. Let me find a lawnmower.
a tiny lawnmower.
There's gotta be one. People make miniatures for train sets of everything. I feel like it's just a matter of finding where it's at. Okay, let me order a little lawnmower.
Yeah. I think that'll be also fun having the people on the pins so you can constantly be moving them around
Yeah.
and have a still shot and then all the people just moving. You move each of them
Each
like
time. That would take forever.
that would be a pain in the
That
butt.
would be so hard. You need a whole team of people, yeah.
You'd zoom in so that the model doesn't have to be there.
Oh, that's true. And then you can just lay it out.
And you can go
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That'd be
then
really fun.
go into the crash, and then yeah.
That would be so fun. If anything, like someone was asking about things being commissioned. That idea is something you could pitch to someone if they were asking for a music video or something. You could say, starts out with this thing, and then we zoom in, and this animation starts up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Sort of like that music video that this one reminds me of.
Exactly.
We zoom into the train, and then she's riding on the train.
and a train is so fun too. I don't even know if I have a lot of this stuff is for a train set, but I don't know if I have any more trains. A train track. I don't remember if I drew one on there, but a train track somewhere might not be.
Here, we
there.
can pull it back up.
Let's see. I can't see it.
Is it too dark? Here.
Yeah.
I don't think I drew a train track. But
Something to consider.
They feel like train tracks just because they're two parallel black lines.
Yeah. I think we have a lot going on already, so it might not be necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there'll be 2 major roads in this small town with probably a house in each section.
Yeah.
So how many houses? About 4?
Probably 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah.
With about 6 cars.
And we have those little road signs too, so we can put speed limit signs and
Yeah.
things like that.
And then the lake over the lake house, or we could do blue up there.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of feel it more here.
Yeah.
Maybe a stream there, just so it's
Sure. Yeah.
going against the grain. I don't know.
What I can also do is revise the original concept drawing and kind of be like, okay, now that we know.
Well, once you have the houses, then you can just
I can say, okay, these go. That'll help you to reference.
Yeah. And I have a little bit of time because now I have to put everything sewn together
Right. Okay.
and do the welted pockets. But now I can start putting up the electrical wires and all those fun problems.
Yeah, perfect. It's so clever the way you put this together.
There's a million ways I could have gone about it. I don't know why I went this way, but I like it. It
Yeah,
reminds me
yeah.
of a vintage cape.
Oh, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Tougher than you think.
These are the plastic boning.
Oh yeah.
Can you, like,
That's like the stuff you have to cut through.
Yeah.
When you get packages. I mean, it feels tough like that.
yeah, but the name brand of this stuff is like Ridgeline or whatever. They use it in corset making. And you can sew through this, which is why I chose it.
I see. Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like it's the heavier duty boning, and it's lightweight.
Oh, I see.
But I know people who use the stuff from Home Depot, that plastic that they wrap the lumber in, for hoop skirts and other stuff.
Yeah. Which is what it reminds me of.
Yeah, but this was so cheap for this much of it, because the fabrics weren't any that cheap.
Oh, really?
Really.
Expensive?
Yeah, especially the brand name Ridgeline.
I see.
So I was like, oh, great, Amazon, because like you said, this stuff just gives me vibes of the packaging.
Yeah, it does.
But
Really
it's
tough.
but yeah, there's a bunch of ribs going through it. You can sew it. And I made a cage so everything can be mounted. I think I may end up putting 4 more ribs going down on either side of the pockets, and then cutting out the felt between them,
Right.
so that there's just a big hole in the base layer, but the cape would be one piece. But
Cool.
don't need too much more, but this is really good bases for. Yeah.
Great. Okay, we both have work to do.
Yes. Okay. Danda's junk. Do stop frame animation. That'd be some work, but be awesome.
I agree.
Yeah. Have you ever done? You have done stop
Done
motion.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did stop motion animation as one of my first projects that I ever worked on.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it of?
It was a Heaven and Hell wrestling match, WrestleMania, and I made the figure eights. So it was the devil versus Jesus, and they had the signs and everything. It was ridiculous.
That's so funny.
It was a student project. I still have access to it. But
That's funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of my very first projects that I ever worked on.
Nice job.
Do stop motion animation. It'll be easy, they said.
Yeah, it's not.
I do appreciate
it's-
onion skins, though.
Yeah, that helps a lot. But it is so rewarding. I mean, if you do a couple frames and you have a couple seconds and you look at it and you're like, okay, that took a while, but wow, it's so fun
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely laugh. Oh, a police chase.
A police chase. I like that as well. I definitely like the idea of the drama. I think either a police chase or
Someone flying a kite, the person in a dress, and the kite in the hair. So standing on the shoulder.
That's so funny. Man, I should do these live streams with Felicia more often. I feel like you guys have lots of good ideas.
Would you consider 3D printed things of what you need?
Of course, yeah. That helps. That's technology, I think, that I underutilize just because I don't. I mean, Odin could probably do it. He's just so busy.
Right.
Do you have a 3D printer?
Nope, I have a laser cutter that I haven't used.
Yeah. But yeah, 3D prints are great for these little miniature things for sure. And I know how to make the models like in Maya, so that's a bonus. But
Yeah.
I don't have a 3D printer myself, and I haven't had time to get one and learn how to use it. I'm guessing it's so much easier now than it was, but even still, I mean, yeah, that's a really good idea.
Shop Gremlin knows what they're talking about when it comes to 3D printings
Okay.
really well. Like if you have any questions, they'll tell you what filaments, how to do it. They're very, very, very talented when it comes to 3D printing as a resource.
And I'm guessing now you can probably just send a model to someone like the way you do with Shutterfly for prints.
And
right?
have them print. That would be convenient, right?
Yeah, send me this thing 1 inch big, and 2 of them or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I always get... So 3D prints are so temperamental. They need the right temperature, right...
Yeah. That's what I mean. I
don't
know
bump
if I have time
it,
to do that myself.
finagle it. Yeah, but sending it out to get printed.
Yeah.
Seems like a service that should be offered.
I bet it is. I feel like anytime I think that something should exist, I just Google it and it does,
Yeah, I haven't... Yeah, I usually model something tangibly, build it myself. The things that you know versus the things you don't know.
For sure.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I think that's good.
What, like the Blues Brothers police chase? That would be too cool. Ooh, that would be hilarious. Like we had an elephant heist.
An elephant heist, yeah.
Like, what the heck is going on?
I would like to see penguins somewhere too. I don't know where. Yeah.
Penguins, interesting.
Yeah, just like a flock of penguins, and maybe we can have a little sign that says like penguin crossing. Yeah. And penguins crossing the street, and just like a car waiting impatiently. A guy pulling his hair out.
Yeah. I feel like a mix of different animals. Like it doesn't have to be rural farm animals.
No.
I think the more...
Yeah, we definitely want a cow and a cat and a dog, but yeah, I think having penguins, an elephant,
ducks.
Ducks are great. I don't know why ducks are just like one of the funnier animals,
Because they quack.
I guess. Duck is such a ridiculous animal.
Waddles.
Yeah. Yeah, great ideas.
Yeah. 45th Clown. It's been fascinating insight into the creative thought process. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
We did it together, guys.
Yes.
So, thank you, guys.
Fun problems.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like you always have problems in life. I'm just trying to upgrade my problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
To more fun ones. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay. I think we've been at this. How long has it been? I'm peeking. Hold on. It's been almost an hour.
Okay.
So we can start wrapping up. Do you guys have any questions before we go? It has to go to space and then they hear us.
First space has to clear it.
Yeah. Okay. All the weird little situations. Maybe somebody sitting having a picnic under the tree.
I like that. Yeah, even things like that are nice. I mean, like you said,
Harold and the purple crayon with all the pies.
Yeah. But like a person just taking a nap under a tree, it's not very dramatic, but it's a little story, and I think that's nice,
Hide Bigfoot on there somewhere. It would just be a little monkey, but in scale.
Yeah.
That could be Bigfoot. Yeah.
That's funny. I like all the ideas again.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me, Felicia.
You're welcome. I am going to have to take a screenshot of that so I kind of know where
it's at.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? You can always ask me. Do you have any questions right now?
Right now, no.
On the spot?
too much information. I have to chew on it.
Yeah.
After projects, I feel like people want to get to work right away, and I'm like, I have to sit still, and I have to sit there, and I have to chew on it mentally.
Yeah. There's a settling for me as well, but not just because I can get overwhelmed if I have too many creative things going on, but also because I feel like sometimes I'll give myself space to let my brain let everything sit for a minute. Like, do I really want to do that? Is a better way? So like, I try not to rush into things either.
Yeah.
If I can help it.
Because sometimes I do most of the mental work, and it looks like I'm doing nothing. Like, I'm just sitting there, and I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking about, where is everything going to go? Yeah. How am I going to do it? If I do it this way, I'll have these problems. If I do it that way, I'll have these problems. Why does that? And can I make this happen? So I'm just sitting there quietly, but in my head, I'm just like, doing all the puzzling, like getting the puzzle built and putting it back together again and figuring it out. And it looks like I'm doing absolutely nothing. And I think that's the most frustrating part, working with people, because at the beginning, you're sitting quietly and still, just thinking. And then it's like, okay, now it's go time. Let's do this. And so right now I'm in, okay, you just gave me a bunch of information.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and chew on it, because we know what the problems we're going to have. And then...
That's fair. Yeah.
And then I'll do the steps to avoid the parts that I'm not completely sure about.
Right, yeah. Do those last.
Let
your brain keep working on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. And then bribe myself with sugar.
Yes, the fuel of champions.
Yes. A model of a mech to scale might be too big for the dress. There you go, a purse.
A purse, yeah.
As a mech... Sorry. I want to say Voltron, and it's not Voltron, and...
Oh, a mech, yeah.
Yeah, a mech.
It's not Gundam, is it?
Gundam, yes.
It is Gundam, okay,
yeah. Doing like a Gundam, but that would be too big of a scale for the dress. I'm like, well, you could do that as a purse.
Yeah,
It is an outs, but...
That's funny.
Oh, DJ Stumpy, I want to see the wrestling animation. I'll have to dig that out.
Yeah.
I will have to dig that out. That is from... School days, very first project. It's hilarious. It is student project.
The projects are great.
Student project.
See it posted to the internet.
I'll have to dig it up, but yeah. Oh, geez. I will do it.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
Yes. It's actually Javier's senior project.
You guys did it together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
So I built the models, and he did the storyline, and he was like, can you make me all of this? And so I built the little people, and I built a little wrestling ring.
That's great.
And then it was in our living room for like a month.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, WrestleMania. DJ Stumpy, could you not just use the house models you get from a model railway? Recently I purchased Vivian's car from the Young Ones. It's so dinky, but as a Young Ones fan, I needed it in my collection. Yeah, you were talking about buying the model scale houses.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Scale G or scale H, I think.
I love that you know those scales. I don't.
Yeah, I only, because one of the packages for the trees, I think, had it. And I was like, okay, when you go there, you see all the different ones. Also, the train museum has a nice way of looking at it. When you go over there, they show you what they all are. That
would make sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've had to deal with scale, and I wouldn't even...
Yeah, you can Google it too. They tell you what it is, a 1 to whatever ratio.
You should just call Odin and be like, all right, we're at the scale of Barbie. What do I need this size to be correct? And he could tell me generally.
Odin is your guy in the chair.
He is. It's like I bounce my questions off of him all the time. But granted, he does it with me too, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I was doing the 200% scale of the cups, he was sitting there going, oh, it would be about this. And he was sitting there measuring and telling me. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. All right, I get what I'm trying to do now, because he just started,
Yeah. He definitely reintroduced me back to basic algebra when I've worked on. He's like, well, if the circumference is this, and you're going to do x by 2 to the diameter. I was like, yes, thank you. So.
Yeah. Well, dressmaking. It's
Right.
all over the place.
Yeah, it's confusing to me. I don't know how to do it. It's so confusing.
Honestly, it's middle school math in practical applications. My niece was talking about, do I even ever need to know any of this stuff? Complaining about math, as kids do. And I'm like, well, I use it every day at work designing dresses, and all of a sudden it became cool. And so she was...
Yeah. That's a much better answer than me. I usually just say no. So, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're right. It is useful here and there. For me, for you, it's obviously much more consistently useful.
Yeah, I eyeball a lot of stuff, but if I don't need, there is if the numbers work, they fit together like the puzzle pieces are supposed
That's
to.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I always feel like everything's right in the world when they just come together.
That is nice.
And when it's not, I know something's wrong, and it's just gonna get worse and worse.
Yeah, you have to fix it. Keep fixing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
45th Clown, how did you guys start collaborating?
Well, we met through your old teacher, our still current friend, Dean Tokeno.
Yeah.
You were one of his students, right? His photography class?
Yeah.
So Dean Tokeno, former professor at ARC, American River College, was bringing students he thought who had potential to be on set. I don't know what the first project was now.
It was Okay, so he and I'd already graduated from his class, and I was working in a costume shop, and he came and rented a costume from me.
Got it.
And so he's like, oh my gosh, I can't do this without you, because it was kind of a complicated costume to pin together, and it was the big 1800s circle skirt, hoop skirts.
Oh, okay.
For the hospital.
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't remember which hospital, because I feel like we did a bunch of different hospitals
all
over there, and it was like we had to recreate this historical picture.
Right, yeah.
And then do it modern.
Oh, yeah. With Danny. Yeah, okay.
And
I remember that.
That was my very first film project I ever had been on.
Really? Okay,
Really.
So you remember it well.
And then I started Smosh soon after.
Right.
So
she was helping with Smosh, but
yeah,
I mean,
that was the first time I had met you guys.
Yeah, and I mean, Felicia's multi-talented. I mean, you guys see her do this stuff, but she does a lot of other things real well too. So she can do a lot of stuff on set. So she's helped me out with a lot of music videos and photos. So.
Yeah, my resume is very hard to write.
I'm sure it looks like 2 or 3 different people's resumes.
It's very confusing. The last job I got, they're like, I just had to see what this was.
So they had to Google it.
Not just like, can you explain it kind of a thing. Like, I have a lot of, I don't even put that I was a gymnastics coach for 15 years.
I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
How many years?
About 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I did it through high school and college, and I started when I was 13.
Wow. That's crazy.
I got my learner's permit and started coaching gymnastics as soon as I could. And then I did it all through high school and college, and then I went back for a little bit.
What?
Yeah, and then I haven't been in a bit because I was trying to do the adult gymnastics classes again because I really missed it. But then I didn't really like the coach, and that was the only coach that I couldn't stand, and that was the only one who did the adult classes.
It makes a huge difference.
It does.
Yeah, you think when you're in high school, you're like, oh, I like this class, even though I don't like the subject, but I like it because of the teacher. That carries into life, like places you work, other things you get involved in, hobbies.
Toxic people are toxic people because it's not that I needed a coach.
Yeah.
It's just that I wanted them to leave me alone.
Exactly, yeah. So it makes a huge difference.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, no, my resume, I can't put it's hard. It's hard to, yes, because we worked at Franklin Pictures together.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, and just a bunch of small projects.
Over the years, again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like I said, Felicia has a can-do attitude, and you need that when you're doing really high concept things. You need someone who's willing to be like, let's figure it out. It's a creative process, and it's hard to find people who are willing to, like, oh yeah, let me see if I can figure that out.
Yeah, I also find it's really hard to have people see your visions too.
That's true. Yeah.
Because I'm explaining it. I explain visual things to people all the time. And I can picture these things in my head inside and out, backwards, how they're going to fit together. And then I see people just having a blank face going, can I see it when it's done?
Yeah. Well, I think you and I, and like a lot of people we know, we're all similar kinds of weird.
That's how we ended up in the same career path.
Yeah, so, we all kind of like gel.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. DJ Stumpy, V's car yellow for Angela, flames on the side. Oh, it's N-gauge scale, whatever that is. All is missing is a pet hamster on the bonnet. Okay. Anyways, just comments, checking in on
thank
him.
you guys.
Okay. I think we're in a good spot. I'm ready to get to the next part, which is fun.
I'm excited. It's looking great.
Yeah.
Probably won't be too long now once you get everything applied.
Yeah, once I get most of the stuff done, we can decorate it more. But I'll get the roads laid down, and I'll get the thing put together with the pockets in. And then when you have the houses, then we can actually like put those.
Yeah, I think I should have everything real soon, but whatever pace you're at, they'll just be ready for you.
Yeah. Next week I have the May the 4th event.
Right.
So I have to finish the Princess Leia, and I'm really excited about doing the master class there. So that's going to be fun. And then the week after that, I'll get back to this project.
Okay.
So it's going to be you have a week at least.
Sure. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Danda's Junks. I don't put dominoes on my resume.